Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to talk about in this video about comp plans. And if you're a network marketer, you definitely want to watch this video and pay attention. There's a couple different types of compensation plans. And if any of you guys didn't realize it yet, the compensation plan is probably the most important thing when joining network marketing companies. I think most people just join network marketing companies because they were approached or they were given an opportunity and it sounded easy, but easy doesn't always pay the bills. So let's pay attention. There's three different types. There's customer based compensation plans where you get paid more to bring in customers. Then there's recruiting based compensation plans where you get paid to recruit. There's hybrids, and then there's ones that are free. Right? There's a lot of the people that like I was talking to some people today, and a lot of people couldn't even tell me their compensation plan. At the end of the day, all I want to know is if I enroll somebody, how much do I make? That's it. Or even if I sell a product, what do I make? That's it. That's all I want to know. But most network marketers, they go into, you got to get qualified, and they start talking about all these different levels and rank. Oh. This is the reason why you have a hard time recruiting people in the first place, because you already making it stressful from the beginning, right? But at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. If I get paid, and I'm going to give you guys some credit. If you're getting paid $100 per enrollment, okay, and it took you 4 hours to finally enroll that person, then you're only making about $25 an hour. Now that's on a $100 compensation plan. Like most the network marketers I work with now, their compensation plan pays at least $150 to $200. What's up, Debbie? What's up, Christine? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to promote anything, I want to know how much I'm getting paid for that. Like, what do I make? So, like, for example, if somebody makes $100, let's go back to that. Imagine if you made $50 and it took you 4 hours to close someone. Now you're making $12.50 an hour. Imagine if it took you 6 hours to close somebody. Now you're making like $8.50 an hour. But for most people that are watching this video, you probably spent hundreds of hours on social media, not really understanding your compensation plan, not even getting anybody or not even getting anybody in to even understand the compensation plan, but you're probably spending more hours and trading in for dollars. Now, most network marketers will say things like, oh, having a job, you're trading hours for dollars. You're doing the same thing. The only difference is you need to understand your compensation plan. You need to know what you're making, because if I'm going to spend time and energy building this thing, I better know how it works, right? And most network marketers can't tell me in a couple words how much do they make. Like I was asking a couple people, how much do you make? How much does it cost to enroll? And how much do I make per enrollment? They couldn't tell me. They didn't know. Well, that's a problem, because if my company is customer based, right, and you can only make so much money, eventually I'm gonna have to turn those into recruits. So maybe the strategy, if it's a customer based compensation plan, then maybe I want to get a bunch of customers, right? Let them try the products or services or whatever that is. Then eventually convert some of those people into recruits, right? That might be the strategy on that. If it's a recruitment compensation plan, which all the new companies are, then I might want to spend all my energy and time recruiting. And then after I built a team, then I can start pushing products. But one thing I will say, if it's one of those companies where it's free to get in or free to enroll, that's a problem. I worked with a company one time where I was helping them build an MLM from scratch. It was brand new. They took a bunch of ACN reps, I believe, and then they started this company called My Habit Tech Connection. You guys can look it up, see if they're still around. I actually did a lot of seminars for them and whatnot. And I was teaching them how to break down compensation plan and how to recruit people and how to get people sold on the opportunity. And most of them, number one, they didn't understand the compensation plan. But the other thing is they spent so much time pushing the products when they make a decent amount of money recruiting, and I didn't understand why. And they were telling me, like, why would I just push recruiting? Don't I have to sell the products? For sure, you got to sell the products, obviously. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what makes me the most money, right? So if I make more money recruiting, you better believe that's what I'm going to be doing in my business. If I make more money selling products, then I'm going to be selling products. It's simple. But I remember when I was working with them, one of the things that some other guy from another MLM company came in and said, you should make it free over the summer. And I said, why would you make it free over the summer? Well, according to him, most MLMs struggle over the summer. Well, I don't know about that. I think if anything, people get lazy over the summertime. I don't know if it has anything to do with compensation plan or whatnot. But then when you get people in free, that's exactly what you're going to get. Like there's companies now that are having where they just want to they're so desperate to get people in that they'll have an option where people can get in for free with the hope, right, that they are going to buy something, right? But as you guys know, what it costs is what they're going to do. If it costs nothing to get in the game, that's about what they're going to treat it. If there's no skin in the game, that's how they're going to treat it. I would rather be part of a company, and this might, after watching this video, you guys might want to consider, like, maybe your company maybe it's not you that's the problem. Maybe it's the way you're getting compensated. Because whether you guys really believe it or not, compensation drives activity, it drives everything. People, all they care about is how much you get paid. But sometimes I'll have people that will tell me when they don't understand the compensation plan, they'll say something like, well, I don't really pay attention to the compensation plan. I just really want to help people. Well, that's great. Then you should get into some charity work, because the whole point of being in network marketing is so that you can get back your time, so that you can literally build a business that will make you money when you're not working. Right? So yeah, I love it when people do that, when they're traveling and yeah, they're going to the pool agenda and they're sitting, this is my office today. It's not an office if it's not conducting any business. It's not an office if we're not making any money. And you're not going to make any money if you don't understand your compensation plan. It's like, I remember the last company that I was part of, which was Visalis. I understood the comp plan. I figured out that you can move a certain amount of volume, and if we move so much volume, we can start getting cars. So what I ended up doing is moving a bunch of volume over to one leg, and then I told everybody, all you got to do is get 5,000 in your business and you will get a car. You'll qualify for the car. And I remember by doing that, I broke 4 cars, because you got to understand how to manipulate the comp plan. And if you go through your whole compensation plan and at the end of all of that, you can't figure it out, you might want to think about doing another company. Also, if you go through the whole compensation plan and you figure that you're figuring out you're only making like $10 to $20 per transaction, again, then what's the point of doing it? Because I get it. Everybody wants to believe, like, like if I get so many people, then I'm going to make so much money. Yeah, but if you have to get hundreds of people before you start making a decent residual income, that's a little bit of a problem. So like I said, when it comes down to compensation plans, you need to understand how to not only how to make money with it, the real reason for it, because if you're going to sell the opportunity to other people, you better be able to break down that compensation plan within a couple of minutes, like 2-3 minutes. If you have to start talking about qualifying, like you got to be married and then you got to take a picture with your family on a horse in the mountains in Mexico to get qualified for the second rank level high, whatever, that's a little bit of a problem, because again, you're making the business sound difficult. You're making the business sound complicated. At the end of the day, all the people want to know is, hey, if you sell $1,000, you're going to make $100. Or if you want to make it easier, you sell 2 packs and you make $200. Every time you enroll somebody, you make $150, $200. That's how easy the compensation plan should be explained. That's how easy the compensation plan should be. But unfortunately, for most network marketers, they don't ever really learn it. They never even try to learn it. They never, like every single company has a non-disclosure statement. So you guys should check out your company's non-disclosure statement, where it will tell you how many people made money in your company, what's the average person made at what rank, and how many people make it to this rank, how many people have made this money, what's the average income for the person. Because these are the kind of things that I would look at if I was joining a network marketing company. First thing I'm going to look at is how much money do I make? And do I make money recruiting? Because if I do not make money recruiting, knowing that it's sell to survive and recruit to retire, that might be a little bit of a problem long run, right? Because I need to make money up front, and I definitely want to make money long term. But at the end of the day, I think most people get caught up in the compensation plans where they sell you the world long term. But for most of us, if you need 100 people to start making a decent residual and you're having a hard time getting one, just imagine how many years it's going to take you to get there. So one thing you need to learn from this video is go look at your compensation plan. Most companies have it in their website where you can break it out and print it, and then you can look through each thing and it breaks down everything. And if you don't understand it, obviously go ask your upline. And if your upline doesn't understand it, you might want to find a new company to be part of, because most people fail when they don't believe in themselves, they don't believe in the opportunity, they don't believe in the leadership, and they don't believe in the products, right? At the end of the day, I need to know how I get paid, how I make money, right? And then, because if not, then again, you're going to spend tons of hours, hundreds of hours, thousands of hours for some of you guys watching this video, haven't made a dime. And even if you did make any type of money, odds are you're probably making like 15 cents an hour, 20 cents an hour. You might as well work on Fiverr or be one of the guys that are from India that will pose for you for like pennies on the dollar. Then it's not really a business. Now it's more of a social club with some products. Now it's a social club with maybe you may make some money here and there. But if you can't tell me the comp plan, this is the reason why you're not going to recruit many people. This is the reason why you're not going to make it very far in business. But also, this is the reason why you won't be able to recruit anybody, because when you're breaking down how to make money You make it so difficult, so complicated that they don't even get it, right? And I know this for a fact because I talked to a bunch of people today. Probably some of you guys are gonna watch this video. And one of the questions I asked is, how much does it cost to enroll and how much do you make, right? And instead of them breaking that down to me, they started going to pitch mode and, oh, you should join me and this and that. How am I going to join you if I don't even know how we make money? And then they started sending me 30-minute videos, and some of them sent me like some long, I don't got time, man. If you can't tell me how I make money in this thing, you already lost me, right? And I think that's what most network marketers are failing and dropping the ball, is they cannot get people to join because they don't even know how they make money. They can't explain how they make money in the company. They know that people are making money in the company, but just because you told them about some lady that's making $20,000 a month or $8,000 a month, how? I need to know how she did that. How does that happen? Just by saying that number doesn't help you at all because you're not making that money. So what I need to know and what you need to understand is how your compensation plan works, how to manipulate it. How do you make more money? Is it a customer-based company where you can get a bunch of people as customers and then turn them into recruits later because you're going to have to recruit to retire eventually? Or it's a company that pays you very well for recruiting? And if so, then that's where you should spend most of your energy and time. Unfortunately for the network marketers, no matter whether they get paid better on the recruiting side or the customer side, they spend so much time and energy pushing products. When we're in Visalis, our kits were anywhere from $100 to $250, and we got 10% unless you hit a certain qualification to get 25%. Even then, 25% on $100 order is only $25. So if I'm wasting all this time and energy getting rejected left and right to try to get a lady to get a $100 kit, and I'm only making $10. This is what I used to teach my team. I will let the lady stay fat for $10. I'm only making $10 a month. Odds are she's going to cancel after 2 months anyways. She can stay fat for $20. I'm done. This is the reason why I spent a lot of my time in the recruiting side, because that's where all the bonuses were, and that's where I came up with the quote: sell to survive, or sorry, sell to bank, recruit to rank. Right? Most companies you have to recruit to rank up and make more money. So then, if that's the case, then I don't understand why people that are in MLM, they spend so much time kissing everybody's butt in the company. They spend so much time trying to go to all the conventions when they're not making any money. They spend so much time doing everything else but trying to figure out how the money is made. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this tonight is because a lot of the times, the reason why I can't do Facebook ads for people is because they don't even know how they make money. So even if I did an ad for you, right, I need to know that if we spend $10 and you convert that $10, how much will that make us? So then now we have a profit margin, and now we know we can spend more money, right? That's advertising 101. But unfortunately for most network marketers, they don't know that number. They're just so caught up in the hype, so caught up in the excitement that they're just what we call ignorance on fire rather than knowledge on ice, running around talking to people, trying to get excited and get everybody else excited, right? I actually watched a freaking MLM guru, what was his name? Fraser Brooks. I was just watching this video yesterday. I seen like 2 minutes of it, where he literally was telling people you have to hype yourself up before you do your next meeting. Like almost like people were eating this too. They were believing that, the reason why I'm failing is because you don't go to the bathroom and like pump yourself up and clap real quick and then, get some energy and then go out and talk to people. Come on, man. I don't even know how much I don't even know how much I make. Like, remember this. At the end of the day, the moral of the story of this video is you get paid per transaction. This is a transaction business. So I need to know if I got 10 leads. First question is, how many of those 10 would you close? That's going to be the first question. And then if you do close them, how much do I make per person that I close, or per person that I enroll, or per package that I sell? If I don't know these answers, then I guarantee that if you're watching this video, you're probably one of those people that's going to spend so many hours, so much time building this, watching so many different gurus telling you 80 different strategies. Meanwhile, you don't even know how to make money. And even if you did all those strategies that they told you to do, odds are it's not going to convert at a higher rate. And you're going to spend so much hours, so much money, so much time wasted trying to get this business built when you don't even know how you get compensated. And you can't even break it down to other people how you get compensated. So hope you guys learn from this. Hope you guys will make you think. I hope most of you that watch this will go freaking check out your comp plan and see, is it even worth it? Because maybe what you might find out after all this is said and done, that maybe you're in the wrong vehicle. Maybe you're in the right industry, network marketing, but maybe you're promoting for the wrong vehicle. Talk to y'all later.